Welcome to Gloria Scab Live. I have with me today Michael Green, president of the Junior Orange Bowl, a festival that if you get involved in, you will never, ever leave. Take it from me, I started as a volunteer, and now I'm a life member. So it just... but they have so many events, and we're going to talk about those. So, Michael, thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor and pleasure to be with you.
Oh, yeah. Well, mine too. So before we start, we have to thank our sponsors, South Florida PBS. South Florida PBS has an amazing thing happening right now. They have a Da Vinci immersive art experience, and this is incredible. They've already had thousands of people go through, and it just opened, I don't know, a week ago or something. Anyway, if school kids are going, it's one of those teachable things. And aside from the Da Vinci experience, there's so much other great programming going on. So if you're not a member, you get one of these magazines once. I don't have the front of it, but you get one of these magazines once a month, and it tells you everything that's going on, so you don't have to miss anything. And if you think you're going to miss it, you can tape it. So let's get started. Michael, born and raised in Miami, how in the world did you get involved in the Junior Orange Bowl?
So we were just chatting.
Yes.
I grew up here. I went to Ransom Everglades.
And we have mutual friends.
We have mutual friends.
Right.
I played on the football team with a gentleman named Grant Souvron, who was a couple years older.
Oh, my gosh.
And Grant and I were actually roommates in college. And I think
I did know that. Yeah. And you went to college where?
Florida State, but I'm a Hurricanes fan. Go Canes. So,
and I'm a Gator, so, and we know they're playing.
I came back for law school and went to the right school.
Oh, I see. So now you are a Cane.
I am a Cane, and I was working a case. I'm a go-to-court lawyer, and I was involved in a real estate dispute that involved control over a piece of very valuable property in Miami Beach. And I show up, and Grant is the property manager for this property.
No.
So we reconnect, and he says, hey, I'm volunteering with this group, the Junior Orange Bowl. Do you know it? I said, of course, my sister was in the parade growing up. You've got to get involved. So Grant pulled me into the Junior Orange Bowl, and I'm very grateful for that, because it really is a great organization for our community and a great way to give back.
And of course, his dad, Dr. Souvron, was like well known in Coral Gables community for sure, but he's a past president of the Junior Orange Bowl as well. So there's a great history, but good for him recruiting you.
Yes.
So tell me, there's so much happening with the Junior Orange Bowl right now, and we have changed the time of the parade.
Yes.
So let's talk about the parade on the 15th of December.
December 15th.
The only parade in town right now, except the King Mango Strut. That's always a good one too. But it's a family parade, family friendly parade.
Indeed.
Yeah, but it's gotten to be it's come back to its own now. So tell us about the parade. What's going to go on?
So we're really excited. Sunday, December 15th, downtown Coral Gables. Right. Please come join us. It's free to attend, so you can line the streets. It goes right in downtown Miracle Mile. Right. And we really want to encourage a large crowd this year. We've had great crowds the past few years because we get participants from mostly in Dade, some in Broward, and some from other counties across the state. We actually get a group from Fort Myers that travels to us, a band from Dunbar High. They're fantastic. Yeah. But it's really great, and we get, students from middle school age through high school. We have bands, we have floats, we have cheer groups, and it's an amazing, empowering experience for these kids to walk down the streets, see their friends and family cheering them on, having a great time. And then we do have limited VIP tickets, which are available for sale on our website, juniororangebowl.org, where we have about a 400-person grandstand right out front of City Hall, which as the students march down Miracle Mile, they get to stop there for 60 seconds and do a little performance for the grandstand, which is always always a great time.
So and that includes a reception too, does it not?
Absolutely. So
Yeah,
the
which is
VIP
really
area,
nice.
we have food, we have a bar that's sponsored by Bacardi for those over 21, and it's really great. And we actually have a 2-person band coming this year from Nashville who will play for the VIP area from 3:30 to about 4:30.
And how much do those VIP tickets cost?
They're $75 for adults and $25 for kids.
So a good investment and it could be a great pre-Christmas gift. It's or Hanukkah gift or whatever, right?
It's a fantastic gift. I've never met anyone that's had a bad time coming there. Yeah. We tend to get people that are repeat customers because they really enjoy it, and it really is a good time, and the money goes to a good cause. It helps subsidize the parade, which is incredibly expensive to put on.
Oh, it is. I know, which is why the Orange Bowl quit doing it. It became not cost effective, but it's such a nice thing to do for the community and makes a bit of an economic impact. But let's talking about economic impact. We've got tennis and golf that make a tremendous economic impact in all of South Florida, but particularly in Coral Gables, and that's coming up real soon.
Yes.
So about the same time as the parade, we've got the tennis tournament?
The tennis tournament will be running the same time as the parade, and it's an internationally renowned tennis tournament. It's probably the top junior tennis tournament in the world.
For sure.
Coco Gauff is a past champion, so we're very proud of that, and some others. So she's continuing the long legacy. But we get folks from all over the world that fly in, with their parents. These competitors, they have a great time. Mm-hmm. They really enjoy coming to Coral Gables to participate in our host city.
Here in the winter? Come on.
Yeah. Chamber of Commerce weather.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then golf. It used to be right before New Year's Day, but now it's after, right?
Correct. It's moved into January, so it'll be January over at the Biltmore, and the Biltmore is a tremendous host. They do a lot for our organization, so a huge thank you to the Biltmore, and that's also a world-class junior tournament. We have top competitors. Tiger Woods is a past champion. Yeah. Sergio Garcia is a past champion.
Yeah,
so
I remember all those.
we look forward to future stars of tomorrow playing in our tournament, and it's really an honor to host them.
It's really fun now when I watch the PGA tournaments, because I know people. I get, oh my God, they were in our tournament, and so a lot of great people have come out of that. But then we have basketball.
Yes.
Chuck Little and basketball are like, he is Mr. Basketball for me. So he's got a bunch of stuff coming up, and some teams from out of state as well. And I think I may have him come on before his thing starts. So do you know any more about basketball? Do you know the teams that are coming yet?
So I haven't memorized the team names, but I know
don't remember.
I know they're highly ranked, and we get teams throughout the country. So some of the top women's and men's high school basketball teams come right here to South Florida to compete. We host them at Westminster Christian. A big thank you to PJ Brown over there who makes that happen for us. So it's a great host facility, and we encourage you to come out, support it, get your tickets. You can find all the information on our website.
Tickets are cheap, right?
Tickets are cheap, and it's great to support these teams that come in from out of town. And again, they're supporting our community, so we want to support them. They're taking up hotel rooms, they're coming in, they're going out to our local restaurants, and so we want them to feel good about our community, so more and more teams continue to come. So it's great to go out and support them.
So I really don't think people realize the huge economic impact that the Junior Orange Bowl has. When you say Junior Orange Bowl, they always think about Orange Bowl, which is fabulous. They're doing stuff all year round too. But Junior Orange Bowl is like, and they help us. We work hand in hand with them too. And you sit on you go to their meetings, right? As president of the Junior Orange Bowl?
So as president, I have an invite for a year to attend their meetings, and they really are a great supporter of ours. Mm-hmm. So please buy tickets to the Orange Bowl. Go out and support them. They're one of our festival-wide sponsors. So we could not do all the things that we do for the community without the Orange Bowl's financial support. So we're very grateful for that, and they've been doing that for a long time.
And the other major sponsors are like what? Cultural Affairs Council, Nicholas Children's?
So
right?
Miami-Dade County gives us a grant, which we use in large part to help put on the parade. So we're very grateful to Miami-Dade County. They've been a long supporter. Nicholas has been, a festival-wide sponsor forever. They give us trainers and money to help put on events, and they'll bring neat, tchotchkes for some of our participants. So they're fantastic to work with. So a big thank you to Nicholas. And then, of course, our host city, Coral Gables, and they really go above and beyond for us because, what I've learned helping with the parade and the Junior Orange Bowl
you got
is
that by fire, right?
it takes a village. They essentially shut down the city for us in downtown Gables to put on the parade. You see the public works department go out there. So if you see anyone working, if you attend the parade and you see somebody from the city there, please say thank you to them. They go above and beyond. They keep us safe, and they make it seamless and fun for everyone that gets to enjoy that. They give us their tennis facilities over at Salvador Park. They help with the Biltmore. They give us money, and the in-kind contribution is incredible. So police, fire, public works, parks and recs, the whole city commission, the mayor, they go above and beyond for us.
They're all in. And but we've got an event coming up. You were just telling me next Monday.
Yes.
You're doing an event for. Tell us what you're doing.
So what we're doing is one of the new things we want to do, piggybacking off of that, to say thank you to everyone at the city. So for our members, we're going to treat police, fire, city leaders, public works, and parks and recs to breakfast at the community center at the new police and fire station, just as a little token of our appreciation for all their hard work. So we thought it appropriate to do that during the Thanksgiving time, just to say thank you.
So, and we're going to serve bagels. Is that the deal?
Well, we're going to serve more than bagels.
We
are.
are.
Coral Bagels has given us, a very good rate, so thank you to Coral Bagels. But we're going to serve eggs, home fries, bacon, bagels. So we're gonna have a full breakfast for our folks that do so much for us.
So I need to reschedule my therapy so I can serve.
Please, we'd love you to partake and help serve.
Absolutely, that would be fun. Yeah. So we talked about like the really kind of big events that most people know about, but we have creative writing, and that's huge and affects a lot of kids, and then photography.
Correct.
I don't have the dates on all these, but we do. Do you want to bring up some of the photos we had? Have you had a chance to do that? And thank you, Rachel, for producing our show today. So here's Chris Everett. You didn't mention some of the people that go way back, but
we would run out of time with the long list of famous past champions going through all of them.
Look at these. Bubba Watson, Jonathan Bilma. Oh, that's when we were doing. Oh, and Jimmy Connors, of course. He was in the same era. Andy Roddick, Lexi Thompson, Kim. How do you say her? Kleisters. Yeah. Juan Del Potro, Argentina. Elizabeth. Oh yeah, you see him a lot. Sergio and Elizabeth, and who else do I see all the time? Lesniewski. Oh, Andy North is another one. He's still playing a lot. Yeah, it's so funny watching the golf tournaments. Do you do the same thing?
I do.
And we're always rooting for the Junior Orange Bowl alumni.
Always, always.
For sure, yeah. So, and this is our board of directors and officers. And Marty's still around, man.
Marty's still around.
We still have, how many past presidents? We just have 2 past presidents on the board. Marty and Friendly. Yeah. So, great group. So, thanks for sharing. And so, let's talk about the Sports Ability Games, because that's another huge event that lasts a lot of days.
Yes.
So, What do you know about that? Did you ever serve on that committee?
I have not served on that committee, but I've observed the incredible work that they do.
Okay, so I have actually gone to those events as executive director many moons ago, and that's just fascinating. There are people with developmental disabilities, but they're physical disabilities. They're not. It's not Special Olympics. It's disability games, and I remember seeing the blind runners, how they go in front of them and make noise so that the blind runners know to follow the noise. And but it takes so many volunteers because almost everybody needs, an aid. So when people are looking to volunteer, that's one of those committees that you get on and you never get off. And I bet if you go over the people that are involved in sports ability games right now, you will see people that have been on it for decades. Is that right?
That's right. And
who's the chair this year?
Lucy Forster.
Oh, Lucy Forster. She's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucy's amazing, and Lucy is in the process of planning the event. We don't have a date yet, but we're in very good hands. And, she works with the Woody Foundation, and she's a phenomenal supporter of the Junior Orange Bowl.
Yeah, she really is. And I don't think, one of the things that they do, not only do you have to worry about them getting their hotel rooms, because we got people coming from all over, aside from locally, right? But it's transportation.
Correct.
And then getting them on and off the transportation vehicles and whatever. It's really, so everybody out there, if you want to volunteer, call the Junior Orange Bowl and sign up with Lucy, because she can use the help.
Yeah.
So what other events we have coming up? Do you have the calendar of events? Because I'm sure we're missing.
Well, we just had cross country.
Oh, that's right. And
so we completed cross country, which is a long-standing event.
Yes.
And that,
Who chaired that one?
Lucas Azar.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
So it went very, very well.
Yeah.
Good turnout as always. So,
Do you know how many participants this year?
I think we had close to 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah. But Lucas has the exact number.
Yeah. Right.
So, great event for our students that are able to participate. They really look forward to it. So Lucas has chaired that for the past few years, and he's done a great job with it.
He's grown it, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't remember 1,000. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and what else do we have coming up that we haven't mentioned? Give me.
Creative writing, we're still waiting on a date on. We'll be doing that again. And photography, I believe we're still waiting on a date.
Right.
But yeah.
Creative writing is an event that they work with the school system to get the essays, and then they're I guess juried, and all the winners are asked to come to a big reception and they read their essays, which is really phenomenal. Some of these kids are amazing writers. So it's just another way to interact with the community, and kudos to the Junior Orange Bowl for going into, other things other than sports.
Yeah.
But
again, if you want to volunteer, we're always looking for readers. So we need folks to read. It's open to 8th graders. And so if you can register your 8th graders for it, look for more information on our website as we announce the date of it. And also
teachers of private schools, independent schools and public schools.
Correct. It's open to any 8th graders. So at 8th grade level.
So if you're an 8th grade teacher, or an English teacher that teaches 8th grade level, if you don't already know about this, you should find out about it, because it's amazing. And they give out great prizes too not only to the student, but as I recall, they also give a prize to the teacher.
And we're revamping our prize structure this year, so we're working with our chair right now, Sophia Asperout, to revamp it. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, and she just graduated.
Correct.
From FSU was she an English major? I can't remember.
I'm not sure what her major was, but she's a recent graduate from Florida State, so she's getting involved early, and we're really excited to have her chairing it. So.
I know, and I think she's really excited about doing it.
She is.
Yeah, it's always great when you have chairs that are so passionate about their events. Like And who's doing golf this year? Is it still JR?
JR Steinbauer and Steven Gonzalez.
Oh my gosh, they just never give up.
They never give up, and they're so good to us. You know, one of the things that a lot of people don't know about the Junior Orange Bowl is we have a fantastic executive director, Madison Michelle,
Right.
but we've got a full-time staff of one. So
Oh, no.
we rely very, very heavily on our volunteers. It's really a volunteer-run organization, so that's the lifeblood of our organization. So we're always looking for new and good
I'm glad
members
it
and
came back to
volunteers.
that. Yeah, because when I started, it was just me. I don't know if I had any, but I don't know if initially if I had anybody else, but if I did, it was probably part-time or something. But it was before computers too. I mean, the good ones.
Right.
It was back in the day. So yeah, and but I loved. I mean, the volunteers used to say that I was their boss, but I go, yeah, but you guys are great. It kind of ran itself a lot of times. I mean, somebody had to take care of all the finances and all that stuff, but and going after the sponsorships, which not every chair knows how to go after sponsors, but that's where the office comes in and needs help. But but I was so glad we got Madison on board.
Yes.
And so what else do you see in the future for the Junior Orange Bowl? You've got plans to grow it in a particular way or another? Football? Are we ever going to do football again?
I don't think football is currently in the works. We've done a flag football tournament at times that Lisa Albizu Vasquez has helped put on. So we will probably continue to do some sort of flag football tournament in the future. But what's great is the Junior Orange Bowl. There's not one person that runs it. Our board turns over every year, and so I serve in a 1-year term as president. So I look forward.
It's kind of tough.
It's
like the first year is hardest. I think maybe you should think about a 2-year term, because after the first year you go, okay, I know how this works. Now the second year is going to be easier.
But we have a long tradition, so as the president, when my term is done, I will serve on the board as past president. So the past president stays on the board for 1 year after their term. And Lisa, as the past president, has been very helpful to help show the ropes and transition it. So you have the ability to stay on the board usually for a number of years, but it's nice because you have new ideas, new thought process, and we're all here for a good cause, which is to help the community and ensure the legacy of the organization, which in my humble opinion, the best way to do that is with new members and active members and our sponsors. So, we're always looking for sponsors. It's a great way to get your name out there in the community. It supports a great cause. It really does a lot for our youth. So, if you're interested, I view it as a mini leadership training academy, because you get the opportunity to chair an event. You get to sit with Gloria and on spots like this and get your name out there in the community. So, all of our new organizations that are coming to town, if you have young, exceptional people that want to give back and work hard, send them our way. Absolutely. They will get the opportunity to lead events. They'll get the opportunity to be community leaders and give back.
Well, and to your point, corporations that want to see how their new employees are at leading people. It's a great way, and that's the way it used to be years ago. Corporations would send people and say, okay, you need to serve on this committee, and sometimes they would let them take time off to serve because they had to prove themselves. And the great thing about, even for people not doing that for a corporate reason or for another reason, just like you said, leadership development. You can't be fired from this job. So you can take chances. You can just fearlessly go ahead and try something new. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. But with a Junior Orange Bowl, you have so many people that support you and that can kind of guide you. Your fear of failure is less.
There's well said. There's definitely a safety net here, and
Yeah.
I chaired the parade the past 2 years.
I know, I couldn't believe you.
And I did some things that worked and some things that didn't. But we took chances, and you can reflect on the things that didn't work and figure out why that was.
When I saw that you were the parade chair, I go, oh, they just threw him right in there, didn't they? It was like, oh, you hardly got your feet wet, and they're like, parade chair is a big deal.
Yeah.
It's not, you were, and how long were you in the Junior Orange Bowl before you got thrown in?
So
A couple years.
I was a year. Grant appointed me to the board as a member at large my first year.
Is that how it
and
happened?
then the very next year I was chair of parade. So
Wow. So yeah, but I remember laughing when I saw that, because I remember going to the VIP thing for the parade, and they go, oh, I said, well, who's the parade chair? And they go, I don't know him. How is it I don't know that guy, and he's already parade chair? But you did it.
we did it.
Yeah.
There's a whole team. So the committee and it
But
was.
you did a great job.
And it was great,
Yeah.
and I learned a lot, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of hard work, but it's so rewarding when you see all the students that participate, and you get to go down the parade route as a volunteer, and you drive in a golf cart, and you see these people lined up down the streets.
Oh, that is fun,
and it's
isn't it?
pretty powerful
Yeah.
to think, we played a tiny role in putting this together, right, with the help of the city, and you see all the parts that come together that make this event
Did you ever
happen.
march in the parade yourself?
I did not. My sister did. She was a hip hop kid many years ago.
Really? Oh, with Josie?
I don't know
we
if
were
she did it
talking-
with
we have a
Josie.
mutual friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My first parade ever, my only parade that I ever walked in, was with the Brownies, and it was a Junior Orange Bowl parade. And I got them to sing a song, because I said, we got to entertain them.
Right.
This is boring, just having a bunch of walking brownies. So so that's my first parade. So I guess I should have been hooked after that.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So our time is almost up, but let's talk. We have a few more minutes to talk about your vision for the Junior Orange Bowl. Do you have any things that you'd like to see happen in the future?
I'd like to see us grow our membership.
Right.
So I'd like to,
And how many members do you have right now?
Right now we have about 40 or so that are very active. We have more than that with past members, but we've got 40 or so that are fairly active. So I'd like to see our membership grow. To get folks that are new to our community. We've had so much growth in South Florida over the past few years. So, if you're new to this community and you want to get involved, we have so many touch points. So please, reach out, come join us. So I want to make sure my vision is we're 76 years. I see we both have our 75th year pin.
Yes, we do.
I'd like to see a 100-year pin. I'd like to see a 150-year pin. I have young kids. I'd like them to be members one day, and I want to see just the organization continue to thrive. So my vision is to make sure that we're here. So almost 2 and 6.
Okay, so you need to start taking them to the events. Have you done that yet?
So my daughter has been to the parade. My son came last year, and when she waves to Dad on stage, that was pretty cool. Pointing, saying that's my dad. That was melted my heart.
At 6 years old, you can put them to work as a volunteer. I did that.
Yeah.
When my kids got old enough, they were working,
Right.
either participating or working at all the events. And that was so fun, because you had the kids with you.
Yeah.
You're volunteering, but your kids are with you, so it's not like you're taking family time away, and you're exposing them to volunteerism.
I brought her last Saturday. Last year. On Saturday, we set up for the parade. The bleachers get delivered. We hang banners. So I had her out there with me, seeing everything get set up, and helping walk up and sort of observe what was going on. And she really enjoyed that.
Oh yeah. Okay, so she's going to be hooked from the get-go.
She's hooked. We'll make sure she's an active volunteer and member one day.
Yeah. Well, our time is up. I thank you so much for coming today, and I will see you next Monday for the breakfast for the first responders, city employees.
Yes.
It's so great. And again, thank you to everybody that participates in the Junior Orange Bowl. It's such an amazing organization and provides such a great economic impact for all of South Florida. So I hope everybody appreciates that, but also the amount of like 4,000 or 5,000 kids or more participate every festival, and now it's like a year-round festival. It seems. It used to be like 2 or 3 months. Now it's like it never ends.
There's very little time off.
There's very little time off. So your job as president is probably a little more intensive than it used to be.
Yes.
Yeah. So again, thank you for serving. Again, thank you, South Florida PBS, for sponsoring the show and for all the great things you do for our community. And until next time, have a great week and check out the Junior Orange Bowl.